Good morning, you're back with me, Marietta Lombard. And again, today we are talking to Ponnie Moodley, who has been advising our parents on how they can help their children accomplish and complete all their schoolwork that have been sent home during the COVID-19 lockdown. Morning, Ponnie.
Good morning, Marietta. Good to be back.
And what are we discussing today?
Okay, so today we are talking about setting up an ideal study space. So basically, I do believe, and many professionals and experts believe, that you have to have a designated area for your child to study. That brings a lot of academic atmosphere into the whole studying area. So you must always start with the purpose. What is the purpose of your study area? Obviously, it is for to be productive. It has to have a tone of study and work. It's got to also make sure that it's motivating and it helps you concentrate. So where do we actually set aside the study area? It can be anywhere in your home, whether it's in a flat, a townhouse, or a fully fledged home. But it must be a designated peaceful area. Firstly, remove all distractions like your phones, games, loud music. Now, obviously, you will need your tablet or you will need your computer or laptop, but that has to be for study purposes only. Some people do believe, and I also do believe, if you have very calm classical music in the background, it actually helps with your mind. But otherwise, loud music, pop music, that should be removed.
So
lighting, go ahead.
I should turn off the music, the loud rock music in the background that my son has been playing this morning while doing his schoolwork, correct?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, because what happens is that his attention is divided between his studies and his music. If it is calm, quiet, peaceful, reflective music in the background that's not interfering, I remember when I was in matric, I enjoyed having the radio very softly in the background. Some of us can't study in complete silence, but rock music and loud music, no, I think that's got to go.
I will be turning that off immediately.
Thank you, Marietta. The third thing is lighting. Try and provide natural lighting if possible. If there's a desk or a table, put it near a window. At the moment, I'm sitting in my library and I'm overlooking my garden. It's very peaceful, it's tranquil. So people believe that if you have warm lighting, it helps you be creative. If you have cold lighting, it helps you concentrate. So, lighting is very important. You don't want bright lights like a stadium, really. That's going to be very distracting. As far as temperature goes, yes, it does affect the way you study. If it's too hot or too cold, you're not going to be comfortable. So you got to check out, it will be on an individual basis. You don't want to be too sleepy. You want to be able to concentrate. Your supplies, make sure you've got everything on hand. That helps you not get up and move and go and pick something up. Before you sit down to study, look at what you have, what you need. Have it all on your desk in an organized fashion. Make sure the place is quiet and comfortable, and personalize it for study only. I spoke to a parent yesterday who says, I use my dining room table. I'm living in a small flat. So what I do is I clear it out. I clear my dining room table out during the day. It becomes a work area. And then during lunchtime and the evenings, I clear it and it becomes a dinner area. And that's perfect. As long as you don't mix the two, that will be fine. Make sure it's a bit... Yes, go ahead.
As a parent of the area, my son received his schoolwork this morning, and we set him up actually on the dining room table. So I've got a space in the house, my husband's got a space, and my son. And so what we did is we placed all his subject material according to his subjects. He's in grade 5 in Hurleybell Primary, into different boxes or like small crates. To just remove those at night when we have dinner, and then put them aside, and then the next morning we just put them back on the table. So I can use my dining room and then just clear it for one exercise and then for dinner at night.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. It also helps when an adult does those things of organizing. You are modeling for your child. You're setting a good tone. And I think that's perfect, because then he'll know what he has to do. Just talking about timetable, if possible, try and follow his school timetable, but half the time or quarter the time. You know, I'm recommending to parents that young children have 3 hours per day, and the older they are, they can add in an hour or two. You don't want to have a full school day at home, because I do believe that you should also allow them to participate in your chores at home. Get them involved in your home management as well. You know, that's part of life skills. So no, what you're doing is perfect. So being organized with your supplies and all your stationery, your books, is the right way to start. Also remember to personalize and make it comfortable. You know, not too comfortable. Lying on a couch or lying on a bed is out. It has to be at a table, and it has to be for a certain amount of time. That brings in a lot of self-discipline. Next thing is use your walls around with related posters and information. Decorate to motivate. So that helps. I remember when I study, I try to make little mini posters, and I put it near my work area, because before I start with my new tasks, I just go over and I review. And that can be also in a graphic way, using mind maps, pictures, bullet points. The other thing is also make sure that you have good posture. Your child is sitting up straight, not slouching. Prop them up with pillows. You know, if it's cold, a little Wheatie bag helps. So posture is also very important. And also keep it for short times. For example, for your child, I would recommend 30 minutes, 30-minute chunks, and then 5-minute breaks after that. That 5 minutes could be exercising, walking the garden, getting your mind off what you were doing, because when you come back, you are fresh to start again. But keep the momentum. You know, keep the momentum. 30 minutes, 5 minutes break, 30 minutes, 5, and then you can decide, you know, is this concentration or concentration going down? Then you can have a longer break. I will also avoid snacks. If you can, maybe a packet of chips or something that while you are, you know, studying, you can have, but no meals. Keep it separate, because what happens, we get distracted by food, and that, you know, that affects our study time. I mentioned timetable. Be specific about your times and what subjects they are going to be studying. And make sure they complete the tasks. Don't let anything hanging. Once they finish one task, then they move on to another. If they need time to research, then give them time to research and do notes and things like that. And then finally, your rules and expectations. There's got to be rules and expectations. What do you expect your child to do and to complete? What rules do you have in the house? While a person is studying, obviously, you know, other people need to be quiet, or everybody can study at the same time. Have a consistent time for study. And of course, always be organized and clean up after yourself. So yes, so I think, you know, I hope I've touched on all the bases of how you can set up an ideal study space. And I wish all the children out there and parents out there good luck. I am here for you for any support you need.
Ponnie, thank you so much. There's a few things I'm going to have to adjust. I will start with the rock music. And I'm sure that there are so many parents like me who appreciate all your valued input and tips that you've been providing us for the past few days. And we'll chat again tomorrow.
Yes, it's a pleasure. I'm glad I'm helping all of you. Thank you.
Ponnie.
Goodbye for now.